The Improvement of the Telescope by Marcus Chow. My inquiry question is, how did the improvement of the telescope benefit our lives? What is a telescope? A telescope is a scientific tool used by astronomers. It is used to observe actions in space and discover many secrets about space. A telescope uses mirrors to magnify objects. Some telescopes can magnify so far and capture amazing pictures of planets and bursted stars. Who invented the first telescope? A Dutch lens maker named Hans Lippershey was the original creator of the first telescope. Hans Lippershey was born in 1570 in Western Germany, but he then continued his life in the Netherlands. One day, Hans came across two lenses perfectly aligned with one another. This caused a magnification of an object in front, which gave him the idea of the telescope. It was until 1608 when the first telescope was invented and released to the public. Sadly, Hans passed away 11 years later in 1619 at the age of 49. Who was the first person to improve the first telescope? An Italian physicist and astronomer named Galileo Galilei heard about the telescope in 1608. Now, without even seeing this object, he created his own. Galileo's telescope was much better, that it could even magnify 30 times better than Hans Lippershey's. For his telescope, Galileo was awarded many awards and had many books about him. How did Galileo Galilei's improvement of the telescope benefit us? Galileo Galilei's telescope could magnify 30 times better than Hans' telescope. It magnified far into space and helped humankind discover 4 of Jupiter's moons and the Milky Way itself. He also discovered that the moon was not round and smooth, but was covered in rocky terrains and mountains just like Earth. The 4 moons of Jupiter are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and last but not least, Callisto. From 1609, after Galileo Galilei's telescope, he was not the only one who improved it. From 1608 to 2010, there has been up to 19 different telescopes, which are all one way better than the last. These improvements each found a small part of space, and all 19 of these telescopes uncovered our solar system that we live in and things beyond Earth. What is the latest improvement of the telescope? 6 years ago, in 2010, a telescope named the Gran Telescopio Canarias was built. It is now located in Spain on a volcanic peak. It uses large mirrors to magnify objects, and it has its own webcams to observe actions in space. After all these improvements of the telescope, we have found more and more information about space. If we continue to improve our telescopes, we can find more and more things, maybe like planets, mysterious objects, or maybe even other life forms. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and have learned something.